mean, Eric talked about it. You guys have obviously been competing against each other, but are anxious to go against somebody else. What are you looking to personally accomplish in these scrimmages before the real stuff starts?
I mean, for myself and for everybody else, just getting comfortable hooping again, getting in the rhythm, making sure that we're still playing for one another, and outside of everything else, just to compete. I think everybody on my team, on this roster, we love to play against each other, but I think whenever you're going up against other individuals, a different team, it brings a different level of competitiveness out of it.
I was wondering if, just seeing the events of the last few months and the way that players have stepped up in a lot of different ways to become more socially active has kind of heightened your sense of just how much power you and your colleagues have.
Yeah, we do have a lot of power, and we can reach so many different people with that power. And I just believe we got to keep speaking up on the matter and acting upon it. And me doing my part in my communities and here with my teammates and with my family to continually educate and listen as well. But I think everybody's been doing a great job of not letting this fall behind just because basketball is back.
Has it changed the way that you approach things?
Not really. I approach everything the exact same way in the sense that I'm no different than anybody else. I don't want to be treated any differently than anybody else. And I will continue to live by that. And everything I do, stand for that, as I feel like I have been in my entire life. As far as my teammates go, when I tell you that they're right there with us in this fight, it's great to know that we got a lot of people on our side.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Taylor Rooks, go ahead.
Just ask.
So you said that it was going to be TBD, what you do with your jersey. What was the feeling when it was rejected?
I mean, we can't say that I didn't think that it'd be a problem, but like I said, I'm hoping that they come back and see the message that I want to get out there and let me speak on something the way that I would like to speak on it. Like I said, to be determined. We really don't know. I'll keep pressing for it. And I hear plenty of other players around the league would like to do the same. So I just I hope that they see the message that we want to get across and they let us be who we are.
So mental health is super important now, obviously during this pandemic. And I know you mentioned that you've done yoga before. What have you been doing now inside of the bubble to really keep your mind
a lot of reading,
focused, and, just
a lot of reading. And it's crazy you're asking this because I just asked a good friend of mine, Paul Gasol, to send me some other books because he's so smart and he reads 1 billion books per day that he just got through sending me some that he recommended. So I get to do that. Outside of that, I've been beating everybody's ass on my team in Phase 10.
How do you feel that the fanless games will be? And do you think that there's anything that maybe the Heat will do to make it feel a little more home game-ish?
I think it'll be a little bit different, but competing is competing. And I can speak for the Heat and our organization, our players, is I think we may be at a little bit of an advantage, I think we have a bunch of young guys that may not be used to playing in the playoffs and realizing how important every possession is, but with nobody in the stands, nobody heckling you or nothing like that, it's all competition, and that's what we want.
Hey, Jimmy, it's the first time we've gotten to talk to you since that report came out about the noise complaint filed against you in your hotel room. What's that like when someone comes and knocks on your door to try to figure out what's going on in your room?
To tell you the truth, I feel like I get a lot of knocks on my doors. Majority of them is from my teammates, so it never, ever really surprises me. But to know that my work is being noticed, I guess that's not so much of a bad thing.
How is your family doing in your absence?
I think it's rough on everybody. I think knowing that I'm going to be away for an extended amount of time, it takes a toll on a lot of different people because they don't get to see me every day, whether it be my smile or whether I'm pissed off at them for some reason. I think it's always good to be around my people, my family. But I think, you realize there are some sacrifices that have to be made. And I think for the most part, this is what put food on the table for my family, so we're okay with it.
The other day on the call, Andre was raving about Tyler, both on the court and off the court, and said the main thing that he's impressed by is Tyler not having complacency and really striving to be better. Is that something you've seen? And the other veterans, what do you think that they have done to help him?
Tyler, he has that, built into his DNA. He's not complacent. He has a chip on his shoulder. He knows how great that he can be and that he wants to be, and he's constantly working at it, whether it be on the floor, doing what he's supposed to be doing in the community, watching film, all of the above. He's young, but he really does a great job of being a pro's pro.